G'day folks, Wren here, and today we're going to do my January bullet journal setup. So, if you haven't already seen my 2024 reading journal setup, I will link that down below. Go watch that to see me fill in all the spreads. But for today, we are just doing January. Now, this is just going to be a flip through because I already filled it in because I was tired and I didn't want to move from the couch. So I filled in all the numbers on here. I ended the year with 690. My goal is only 750 for this year, but I had more space, so I filled that in. Then I counted all of my books for the year, which my physical TBR is 292 books. So I'd really like to get that lower this year, but you know, we'll see. I did do a TBR knockout, which I don't know if I showed last time, but yeah, TBR knockout, which was created by Melanie from Completely Melanie, so there's that. I still need to fill in this page, which I will fill in with Read the Stack, which is something I found on Instagram. If I can remember, I will link that down below. Then we have the Book Write Read Harder challenge. So I put all of the prompts on this side of the page, and then on this side is where all of the books that I read for those prompts will be. And then my Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy read-along that I am doing with a few other booktubers. Again, I will link that down below if you want to check it out. But then we have January. So for my reading journal for 2024, I've decided that each month will be a different theme. And the themes will be just things I love. So I love My Hero Academia. So in January, that is my theme. I specifically chose January for this theme because I am currently at Kirsty's house, and Kirsty and I initially connected over our shared love of My Hero Academia. So that's what this month is. Now, I will say that my monthly spread isn't officially completed because I'm still trying to decide some things. So like with this title, I can't decide if I want to color in the title in yellow or blue. So that's just going to stay like that for a little bit until I decide. But for some of the products that I have been using in this journal. So for January, I just used these 3 washi tapes. I'm pretty sure all 3 of these were from Officeworks. So I was really trying to stick with like a bit of a color theme for this month. So My Hero Academia color scheme in a way. And then these are all the stickers I've been using. So I got all of these from Etsy, but I think I got about 100 stickers and they're all My Hero Academia theme. So if I can find the seller, I will link that down below as well. But yeah, just a whole bunch of My Hero stickers that I have put throughout this month. And then, of course, I don't really go anywhere without my trusty Papermate Flairs. So I have a navy blue, a dark yellow, a black, and a red for this month's theme. So yeah, keeping it pretty plain for the title spread, but I do just love, like, you know, we got our teachers and we got some of the main kids. I think it actually looks really cool and I like all the washi tape, so like I'm actually really pleased with this spread. Then next up we have kind of the wrap up and what I've been reading spread. Now I will say I have copied this design from, I really can never remember her name, but it was on Instagram. I will put her name here. I have gotten a lot of inspiration from her journals for this year's journal, but I am going to be trialing out different like wrap up spreads every month. So for this month, I'm going with this. So my reading wrap up. So I have the word favorite here. So at the end of the month, I will just print off the cover of whatever my favorite book is and stick that there. This big circle, it says genres. So what the inspiration picture showed was just like kind of a pie chart of the genres that I read during that month. So that'll be completed at the end of the month to see, you know, which genre I read from the most and the least, etc. Then we have how many books I read, how many pages I read, how many physical, ebook, and audiobooks I read. Then I also decided to track how many manga I'll be reading, because I'm always reading a lot of those. Then how many rereads, and how many books that I actually own that I read, because this is something I really, really want to get into in 2024, is actually reading my owned TBR. And then this one down the bottom here it says Instagram. One of my goals for 2024 is to post twice a week on Instagram. So I've, made a little chart here that I can track, and I'll just tick when I actually post. So that will help keep me accountable. Then on this side, we have another little group sticker, which I think is amazingly adorable. And then of course the My Hero Academia title, love that. But this is a reading log, which I started doing this towards the end of 2023, and I really liked it. So it was just tracking how many books I read that month, what rating I gave them, and then what the books were. I doubt I'm going to fill up the entire thing, but if I do, I'll just put in another page and fill that out. But yeah, really like this kind of system. It's simple and easy, and I don't have to think about it too much, so I've been really enjoying doing that. Then next up we have my Adventure-a-thon spread. Now this is obviously not complete because I can't complete it before I post this video. Because this video is hopefully going out very, very soon, but the side quest prompts will not be released for a few more days after that, so I haven't filled in any of those. I also haven't decided if I'm going to fill in this title or not, so again, there's an empty space. But again, I'm keeping with the color scheme here of the yellow, red, and blue. And I got just a bunch of the stickers for the kids. So I really love this young Deku one that says, "I can become a hero," which I thought was very fitting for Adventure-a-thon. And also fitting for Adventure-a-thon is just the kids, because, they're learning how to be heroes, and that's kind of what we're doing for Adventure-a-thon. I specifically needed to have Jiro for this spread because my character for Adventure-a-thon is Valdor of the Stray Mountains, and he is a minstrel. So music, Jiro, made sense. Again, kind of similarly with Kaminari, music, he likes music, so that fits. And we also have Yorosa, who's very studious, so, we're learning things, so that fits. And then I just kind of had to have Bakugo, because Bakugo. If you know, you know. But yeah, I've just put in all of the places that we're going, what the prompts were, what books I want to read for them, and then I will do a star rating next to all of those. And when I do the side quests, I will fill that in as well. But I do actually like how this came out. I like the simplicity of it, while also being fun with all the characters. So yeah. Next up, I did a Bookymon spread, because Bookymon is a year-long readathon hosted by Merb from Reading with Merb, and there are a few times in the year where you have to dedicate some time to get your Bookymon. So for this month, there is a January Bookymon that you can get, as well as some seasonal ones. But there is also the chicken prompt, which you have to read one book every month for. And then the volcanic rock is you have to read 6 books in a row, so I'm starting that now. For this, I actually kind of like that the title isn't colored in, so I might leave it like that, but we'll see later on. I decided to put in a few characters that were more animal or tree, because Bookymon are little creatures, so I did the ones that have more creature-like appearances. That feels really awful to say, but it fits the theme, okay? So we have Kamui Woods, which I love. I want more screen time with him. I always want to say Takoyaki. That's not it. Tokoyami and Dark Shadow, love that. We have Asui, who's Froppy, so cute. And then, I cannot remember his name. I was about to say Gang Orca, but that is not who this is. I'll put his name up here. I can't remember right now. But yeah, did all that. So first up, we have the January prompt, which you have to get a pacifier, read a children's book. So I've got that there. I really love just this kind of simplistic titling. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Then we got the chicken prompt, which is the one book every month. I didn't even realize that the chicken prompt has the only bird character here. Funny, way to go, my brain. Then we have the seasonal prompt, which I'm only doing 2 of the seasonal prompts this month, so got that there. And then the volcanic rock prompt, which is these 6 book clubs. So I've written the book I'm reading and what the book club was for that. So done all that. I am really enjoying these very simplistic spreads. Like, I'm having a good time. And then that's it for January. So nice and short and sweet. I'm sorry I didn't, show me doing all of this, but I just wasn't in the mood for it this month. Maybe next month I will do a setup. If that is something you would prefer, please let me know and I will make a point to do that. But that's it. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.